Episode 1 of Daredevil Born Again Season 2 sets the tone very clearly. This is no longer just a fight between a hero and a villain. It is a fight over control. Control of the city, control of the truth, and control of what justice even means. The opening scene on the cargo ship sets the tone for the entire episode. Matt sneaks onto the Northern Star and finds it filled with weapons, which are clearly tied to Wilson Fisk's larger plan. This moment tells us that Fisk isn't just reacting to vigilantes anymore. He is preparing for something bigger, something that requires military-level force. When the captain and first mate decide to sink the ship instead of letting the operation be exposed, it shows how little individual lives or resources matter in this system. The mission is more important than anything else. This suggests that the weapons themselves aren't the real focus. The real power lies in the network moving them. Matt placing the watch inside the crate is a small but important detail. It shows how he's thinking differently now. Instead of trying to stop everything directly, he is trying to follow the system and understand it. This reflects a larger idea in the episode. Brute force is no longer enough. Intelligence and patience are becoming more important. The sinking ship also works as symbolism. The truth about Fisk's operation is literally sinking underwater, hidden from the public. What people see on the surface is controlled, while the reality stays buried. Matt and Karen's new base at Josie's bar tells us a lot without needing much explanation. The place is messy, broken, and intentionally ignored. This reflects their current position in the world. They're no longer part of the system, and they can't rely on it either. Their partnership feels stronger here because it is built on survival and trust. When Karen mentions reaching out to Jess, referring to Jessica Jones, it shows that their fight is expanding. They are starting to pull in allies, which suggests that the situation is too big for just the two of them. There is also a subtle emotional layer here. Despite everything falling apart around them, Matt and Karen still find moments of connection. That balance between personal connection and constant danger is one of the things that keeps the story grounded. When Fisk arrives at the docks, we see how he operates at his highest level. He doesn't panic about the ship sinking. Instead, he immediately focuses on controlling the narrative. By blaming Daredevil, he turns a failure into an opportunity. This moment highlights one of the main themes of the episode. Power isn't just about what happens, but about how it is explained to the public. Fisk understands that if he controls the story, he controls the reaction. The way he assigns tasks to Blake, Powell, and Buck also shows how structured his operation is. Everyone has a role, and every role supports the system. This is what makes Fisk dangerous. He isn't acting alone. He has built something much larger than himself.
Please tell the governor that the culprit will be brought to justice, loudly, visibly. I vowed to clean up the streets, and I've done that.
Listen, Wilson, all I'm trying to say is that there's going to be a lot of scrutiny with these upcoming vigilante trials. My office needs to be involved. Now, I know you're not going to like it, but that means oversight.
The meeting with government officials starts off looking like a moment where Fisk might finally face consequences. However, that quickly changes when the CIA becomes involved through Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. The sudden shift in support shows that real power exists above the system. This scene makes it clear that the rules don't apply to everyone. Fisk is protected not because he is right, but because he is useful. That idea is reinforced by how quickly the Attorney General changes his position. Rivera's confusion in this scene is important because it represents our perspective. She sees that something is wrong, but she doesn't have the influence to challenge it. This reinforces the idea that even people inside the system can feel powerless. Heather's role in this episode adds a psychological layer to the story. Her job is supposed to be about understanding people and presenting the truth, but instead she manipulates her findings to serve Fisk's goals. Her actions show that control isn't just physical or political. It can also be psychological. If you control how people are seen and understood, you control how they are judged. Her personal trauma from Muse also plays a role here. Instead of dealing with it in a healthy way, she aligns herself with power. The storyline with McDuffie and Cherry shows how the legal system is failing. Even before the trial begins, it is clear that the outcome is being controlled behind the scenes. Evidence is being manipulated, and there are hints that even the judge might be compromised. This removes any sense of fairness from the process. It also explains why someone like Matt feels the need to operate outside the law. This part of the episode reinforces the idea that justice isn't about truth anymore. It is about influence. The scenes involving Kyriaco and Ariana bring the story back to a more personal level. Ariana is not presented as a perfect person, but she still tries to help someone in danger. This shows that morality in this world is complicated. Powell's actions during this sequence are brutal and direct. He represents what happens when authority is given to people without accountability. The AVTF is supposed to protect the city, but instead it spreads fear. This storyline highlights the human cost of Fisk's system. Behind every political decision or strategic move, there are real people being hurt.
The corpses, that's easy. You just gotta make sure they sink to the bottom of the river and they stay there. But moving 30 tons of military ordnance across a major metropolitan area without a single fucking person knowing about it, that's not easy, man. But it is absolutely necessary.
The conversation about using expendable teams to recover the weapons adds another layer to the theme of control. Even the people working for powerful organizations are treated as tools that can be removed when they're no longer needed. This shows that the system doesn't value individuals. It only values results. That idea connects back to the earlier scene with the sinking ship, where resources and people were sacrificed without hesitation. Karen's conversation with BB is more subdued, but it carries a lot of meaning. Talking about Foggy and Ben reminds both of them why they are still fighting. In a world where truth is being manipulated and justice is being redefined, memory becomes important. It keeps people grounded. It stops them from losing themselves in the chaos. The final sequence brings everything together. Cherry being tortured shows how far things have gone. Simply searching for the truth is now treated as a crime. Matt's arrival as Daredevil highlights his central struggle. He wants to save people, but he's also fighting a much larger system. When he focuses on saving Cherry, he loses control of the fight. This moment shows the cost of being a hero. You cannot do everything at once. When Matt's identity is exposed, it feels like a turning point. The system he has been fighting is now closing in on him. The sudden intervention by Bullseye changes the situation in an unexpected way. Bullseye doesn't represent justice or order. He represents chaos. The knife with the message, "You're welcome," acts as a symbol of that chaos. It suggests that while Matt fights for justice and Fisk fights for control, there are people in this world that operate outside both. This episode is about the breakdown of systems. The legal system is failing, the political system is compromised, and even truth itself is being controlled. Matt is being pushed into a position where he has to question everything he believes in. Fisk, on the other hand, is stronger than ever because he understands how to control not just people, but the systems around them. At its core, the episode asks a simple question. If the system meant to deliver justice is broken, what replaces it? Matt is still trying to answer that, while Fisk believes he already has. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.